Carnival Firenze is absolutely beautiful and has so much to offer as far as complimentary foods and specialty dining. In this video, I'm going to share with you some complimentary foods that you can indulge in when visiting the Carnival Firenze. Let's get started. Now let's start with the dining rooms. The Michelangelo dining room is absolutely gorgeous, decorated with black and white, glamorous look from the chandeliers. Everything in this restaurant is absolutely gorgeous and really gives you that upscale feel in this restaurant. Now reservations are highly recommended. We were there on the inaugural sailing and I know they were still working out a few kinks, but the wait times were pretty long. We had like a 2-hour wait time on one of our nights, and it was like an hour and a half on another night. So definitely make sure you're making reservations, and hopefully those kinks are getting worked out as the sailings are going on. But this is where that you would find different rotating meals from appetizers, soups, salads, entrees. They even have some Italian dishes that they offer on a rotating basis as well, such as some linguine options. Now this is where you can go for sea day brunch, and I love sea day brunch. If you checked out any of my vlogs, you know the sea day brunch is one of my favorites, and they offer a really good sea day brunch here at the restaurant. Now you do have some options on the menu to upcharge anything such as from the Emerald selections or the Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse. Now let's go down to deck 3, the Medici dining room. The Medici dining room is if you are preferring a set dining time with a set place to eat every night, this is where you would go. It's the same menu, but this is just giving you the option for a set dining time. This is also during the day will turn into the pasta place where you can go and get some spaghetti carbonara or even some linguine and meatballs. Now let's head up to deck 10, the Lido Marketplace. I'm not a really big buffet person when I'm on the cruises. Buffet food to me it's a hit or miss, and I really enjoyed some of the buffet food here on the Carnival Firenze. The prime rib was really good one night. They do offer some of the same things that they offer on many of the other Carnival ships, such as the comfort kitchen, and of course they even have some Italian options as well. You can find you some spaghetti there, and it's a lot of the same foods that you would see at the buffet at some of the other Carnival ships. Now it is kind of chaotic, especially in the mornings. I noticed around the omelet buffet, it can be a pretty long line. The omelets were really good. That's why so many people were standing in line for them. But it can get a little chaotic there, waiting in line at the buffet for omelets or even sometimes at dinner time as well. Now, I really enjoyed the Lido Marketplace and how they have it designed. It looks and feels like you're sitting in a garden. So I really enjoyed the atmosphere here on deck 10 in the Lido Marketplace. And they even offered a chocolate experience one day. So definitely check your Hub app for when they offering that chocolate experience. This was a great place to come and get like different little chocolate treats, rice puddings. I mean, it was a lot of different little fun chocolate stuff that you could get during that chocolate experience here at the marketplace. Now let's head outside to deck 5 for some Italian street food. Now, Lastrada Grill is really good, and it's kind of a take on Guy Fieri's Pig and Anchor. They have that barbecue and mac and cheese, and sometimes on those Carnival ships, I don't really care for the mac and cheese. Sometimes it's kind of watery, but here on Carnival Firenze, it was really good. I really enjoyed the mac and cheese. It was really delicious. They offered that barbecue, mac and cheese, some good Italian sandwiches. The barbecue to me was a little dry, so add some sauce to that. But definitely try the Lastrada Grill, especially if you're just sitting outside and enjoying the afternoon on deck 5. Definitely try getting some sandwiches and some barbecue. Now, a staple that you have to have on Carnival ships is Guy's Burgers. And yes, of course, here on deck 10, they have Guy's Burgers. And Guy's Burgers offer the same type of burgers that they offer on all Carnival ships, but they also had a little Italian twist to one of their burgers as well. They had a pepperoni burger. And on this pepperoni burger was a fried mozzarella, and it was really good. but unfortunately it was cold when it was served to my husband. And I enjoyed the burger. It had really great flavor, but it wasn't warm. And I've kind of noticed on other Carnival ships that that's kind of a hit or miss when you are going to Guy's Burgers. So tip, if you are wanting to go to Guy's Burgers, you could do what my husband does, and he will count the burgers and then count the people in line. So if he sees there's 4 burgers left and 5 people in line, he's like, perfect, I'll get in line because that means I'm going to get the fresh burgers by the time I get up there. So if you want to count how many burgers are left and how many people are in line for them, go for it, because the fresh burgers, every time, really good. And unfortunately, when they've been sitting there for a little bit and you get those burgers towards the end, they're colder and they're just not as good. Another place that you can go here on the Firenze is the Marado Mexican Italian Fusion Grill. And this is basically the same thing as the Blue Iguana. I got a burrito there that was a chicken, shrimp, black beans, everything that I would normally get at Blue Iguana, and it tasted the same thing as a Blue Iguana burrito. They do have some Italian options that you can get while you're here at the Marado, but I really didn't see too many people getting those. Most people were going for the Mexican favorites, and I can't say I blame them. The Mexican favorites are really good here at Marado. Now, something else they have that's a brand new restaurant here on Carnival Firenze, and if you watch my vlogs, you know I really enjoyed this place, and that's El Mercado. El Mercado is kind of like the Carnival Deli. They do have hot and cold sandwiches that they offer and some salads, but they also offer meatballs. They offer chicken and beef meatballs. Now, I don't think the chicken meatballs were a favorite with most people. Definitely not me. I didn't think they were very good because they were always full. But the beef meatballs, delicious. Those were really good. And I think they were still trying to work out some kinks. And when we were there on the inaugural sailing, still trying to figure out how to serve the meatballs. At the beginning of the week, they were dry. At the end of the week, they had sauce with them. Both ways, I thought they were pretty good and didn't taste any different. But add some ricotta to it. Definitely really good meatballs. I could eat meatballs all day long. And I think on one of the days I did eat meatballs all day long. So I highly recommend the El Mercado. It was really good. One of the new restaurants here on Carnival Firenze. So check it out. Now, somewhere else that you can go is the Chicken Shack. And the Chicken Shack also turns into the Breakfast Shack in the mornings. I didn't eat breakfast there. I heard a lot of great things about the Breakfast Shack. They offer a lot of great foods. The Chicken Shack, I did eat there at the very beginning on Embarkation Day, and they don't offer as much as like the Shack chicken on some of the other Carnival ships, but they do offer some really great chicken tenders and chicken strips. I liked the chicken. It was really good. It had really great flavor, but unfortunately it was cold. So like I said, it was Embarkation Day. I got on kind of early, so I don't know how soon they made that chicken and how soon it was, how long it had been sitting there waiting on me to get on the ship and try it. I don't know if that's the case. I didn't go back and try it out. If you are on any of the other sailings, definitely leave me a comment. I want to hear, how is the food coming about after the inaugural sailing? Because I know they were working out some kinks of the service and the food and what to do, what not to do. So definitely leave me a comment. I would love to hear, is the food getting better? How is it for you? Are you enjoying it? Now, something else you always have to have on a Carnival ship, and that's pizza. And of course, it's an Italian ship, so you gotta have some pizza. The pizza was really good, and it was called Pizzeria del Capitano. I think I'm saying that right. And it was basically just like any other pizza that they have on any other Carnival ship. It was the same options, and really delicious. So if you like the pizza on any of the other Carnival ships, definitely try it out here on Carnival Firenze. They were also really good. Now, another complimentary option that they don't offer every single day, which I wish they did, was the Fresh Creations. Fresh Creations is up on deck 15 on the Serenity deck. And this is an option to be able to get you some healthy foods. They offer salads, and they have all different kinds of toppings that you can put on the salads. I really enjoy the Carnival ships that offer Fresh Creations, and it was really delicious. I wish I could have sat outside that day that I got my Fresh Creations, but it was a little too windy and chilly that day, so we went inside with it. But definitely check your Carnival Hub app so that you can keep up and keep track of when Fresh Creations is open, and head up there to deck 15, sit out on the Serenity deck with your salad, and even go over to the Spritz Bar and grab you a drink as well. Now, those are some of the complimentary restaurants that they offer here, but they have Java Blue Cafe that if you have the drink package, you get the lattes and any of the specialty drinks come along with your drink package. Now, if you don't have the drink package, that is an upcharge. All the gelatos and cupcakes and specialty treats there, those are upcharges as well. They have the seafood shack just as they normally do. Bonsai Sushi, love Bonsai Sushi. We got that while we were here and I absolutely loved it. They had udon noodles. Oh my gosh, delicious. And it's not a very expensive place to eat. So definitely try Bonsai Sushi. Somewhere else that's not a very expensive place to eat was the empanada and pie over in the Tuscan Lounge. That was so delicious. I even mentioned it in one of my vlogs. It wasn't very expensive either. And they had several different empanadas, from beef empanadas to dessert empanadas. I enjoyed all of it. Definitely try those out. Like I said, it's not very expensive, so you're not looking at a really big upcharge there for getting some empanadas. But of course, they still offer Fahrenheit 555, the steakhouse that is on most Carnival ships, and new to the Carnival Firenze is the Alvaggio, and I think I said that right. And that is their Italian restaurant. I didn't eat there. I heard a lot of great compliments and great things about Alvaggio restaurant and some of the wonderful food that they offer there. So if you're looking for a specialty restaurant, definitely try out Alvaggio and some of the wonderful Italian pizzas and pastas that they have there in that restaurant. Is Carnival Firenze on your upcoming cruise itinerary? Leave me a comment. I would love to hear what you think of the Carnival Firenze and what is your favorite food when you are visiting a Carnival cruise ship. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.